Well, before the break, we showed you a clip from Ted Lasso where the team is deciding what to do with their free time in Amsterdam. So we asked you who voted for Tulip. The answer.
That leaves us with two, sex show versus private party.
And I think someone picked Tulip, yes? But who?
Danny, you wrote it in Spanish.
Someone wrote it in Spanish. Yes.
That's Danny Rojas. You know, we have our own Danny around here. Or wait, I meant Ted.
Hello, yes, that's me. I am Ted Lasso today. Hi, everybody. That's right, Claudia. Ted, Danny Lasso here. Now, the latest season of Ted Lasso has kicked off, no pun intended, or if I am being true, Ted, total pun intended. And if you're not a fan, well, in my opinion, you should be. The show has touched upon the tough topic of mental health. Well, I'm losing my mustache here, while still maintaining a fun and light premise. And I got a chance to sit down with characters, ooh, losing it badly, Colin Hughes and Trent Crimm from The Independent. Let's go.
Good effort today.
Mr. Higgins, is it true about Zava?
I'm afraid so. Maybe some tissues for Danny.
Let's start with, you know, it's so cool that this season both of your characters are developing so much. It's so impressive. I want to ask you both, how has it been for you guys learning more about your character development and really getting into those characters? I mean, we're learning a lot about both Colin and, of course, Trent. It's just so cool.
Yeah, I think that, you know, I've been with Colin since the beginning of the show, and you know, you want nothing more than your character to, you know, kind of have a backstory, or, you know, dig deeper into their lives. And what you're seeing is, you know, we're now seeing Colin Hughes' life outside of the locker room, and you know, and that's been really, really exciting to portray, and just for the audience to see, really, that, you know, that Colin Hughes' life isn't basically what he may portray in AFC Richmond.
It's just easier that way.
How about for you, James?
Yeah, I think it's been one of the things that's been great about playing Trent is, you know, he starts off a certain way. He's got this hard kind of persona and very cynical and jaded and all that kind of thing, and wants to humiliate Ted. And then he goes on this journey because of the magic of the man of Ted Lasso, and he gets affected by his open-hearted nature. And then it takes Trent on a completely different course, and it's just really wonderful to play something like that has that opportunity to, you know, actually change and become a bit of a better version of themselves. So it's been really nice playing all those layers.
Yeah, I'm so happy you brought that up, James, because I think that's such a huge theme of this show, you know, in terms of the messages in the series. And of course, that's something that has really been portrayed throughout the series, really focusing on mental health and being just a good person, and just developing as a human being, which is so great. So how would you guys say that has translated into your real lives every day?
Yeah, I think it's, for me, yeah, being here since the beginning and just you know, reading the scripts and, you know, getting them every week when the new episode drops, and just seeing like the kind of, you know, the mission that some of the writers were on, and, you know, the producers, and everyone seems to be on the same wavelength of, it's not like a fluke that they're not trying, that they're really trying to do something for the better. And I think that when you're around the atmosphere for so long, when, you know, we're lucky enough to be on the Ted Lasso set because we're in it, that, you know, you can really feel that, you know, you want to have that and bring it out into the real world, definitely.
Why can't the world just have one big time zone, you know?
The sun.
James, do you feel the same? Do you mirror that?
Yeah, I do, and I think as well, in this world of Ted Lasso, characters get an opportunity to, you know, sort of have their minds changed, and then therefore their direction changed. And I think that's good for all of us, really, to be reminded of that we can keep learning. You know, we can always start again, even if you make a mistake. And this show really promotes that.
Yeah, I completely agree. Well, James, I have to ask, because you're so convincing as Trent Crimm, do you walk around eavesdropping on people? Because you're so good at it.
Do I probably do actually walk around eavesdropping a little bit. I mean, I am naturally a bit of an observer, and whatever the audio version is of that, I don't stand listening at people's, hotel room doors or anything.
That is definitely a relief. No, that is amazing. You are so good as Trent Crimm, and it's something that I think as, a reporter, a journalist myself, I just completely admire. And Colin, I mean, Billy, you are just so great as Colin, and, talking about that too, do you have a soccer background? Because you are so easily just placed into this team as Colin. I mean, any soccer in your background, Billy?
Thank you very much. I think the editors do a brilliant job. But I do, I did grow up playing football. So I started when I was a kid. I had like a local, from a local small town football team, and then I realized I wasn't going to make big leagues, and then I did the next best thing, which was acting.
Amazing. Well, guys, thank you both so much for taking the time. We are huge Ted Lasso fans, and all I can say is keep believing. We are doing it back here in Denver, so we appreciate y'all.
Right back at you. Thank you.
And I think someone picked Tulip, yes? But who?
Danny, you wrote it in Spanish.
Someone wrote it in Spanish. Yes.
Well, you can watch season 3 of Ted Lasso right now on Apple TV, and you can binge all 3 seasons. That's what I do. I promise it's worth it, guys.